Positions. So we got a lot we want to get done this time, guys. We had a lot happen last time. And this time, well, let's see here. Did we have any food in here? Because, you know, we really kind of have to have food. We need a breakfast. What are we going to have to start our work shift? Well, there's nothing there, so we better go find some. I know we got some somewhere around here. This is our ship we're building. If you remember last episode, we got some good salvage. We started some work on this. I guess we're going to have some apples. Apparently we have a lot of apples. Okay. Okay. I was going to say, why are we not having that happen? That's really distressing. We also don't have any weapons. Huh. That's not cool. We need some sort of weapon. Just in case pirates show up and decide to be stupid. Well, I guess that's what we're going to have to put into the assembler. We need a couple of rifles. So let's get started with that right now. Let's see. We're going to go with... Go with... Let's see. 1, 2... Oh, wait, no. No. That's disassembly. That's got to be assembly, so... This is my particular favorite. There's that one. Alright. Now let's go back to inventory here and let's grab not those. I saw them in here. There we go. I don't need all of them. I just want a few, like say 3. That works out nicely. Let's go get our weapons out of the assembler here. We'll take 1. Alright, cool. So. Alright. You know, while we're at it, let's see about getting some better tools. I know we've got some stuff going on here, so let's do that. Now, what is the highest we can go? Let's see, we want one of those. We're going to put that on the queue. We're going to put that on the queue, and we're going to put that on the queue. But obviously, we don't have enough material for that. So we'll do that, that, and that, which of course we don't have enough material for. And so we're going to do this, this, and that. Alright, cool. And then here we go, see? Just like that. Now it's building the others. And soon we will have sufficient to, let's see. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to grab these right here. And then we're going to dump the old ones off inside of this cargo container, because honestly, we don't need them. Alright. Now we've got some good high-end tools. Now, my goal this episode is I want to get this ship fixed. I want to get it changed up. I want to rearrange a few things on it. And basically, I kind of feel like this is going to be basically... I don't know that I want to... Well, here's the thing. We can keep it the way it is, and it's basically just like a cargo transporter. But what we really need is we need to have something that is a little bit more along the lines of, you know, helpful. So my idea is this. We're going to make a ship that's going to have the capability to grind, salvage, weld, and also I want a universal ship. It's kind of like the Swiss Army knife of small grid vessels, and that's what I think we need. So, but we can't do that until we have a little bit more going on with this ship here. So we do have a little bit going on right there, but I feel like it's a little too small, honestly. I mean, it's for what it's got, it's just really a little too small. So we need to make it a bit bigger. So I think what we'll do is, well, for now, we just definitely need to get this built up. So let's go ahead and find some small pipes. Get this landing bay, because we get the landing bay, we can get the vehicle setup that we need. Let's go ahead and grab that. I know we've got to have some pipes in here somewhere, don't we? Oh my gosh, how do we not have pipes? Okay, well, we're gonna have to make some then. Because I want to get that platform set up, and we could actually build our ship from here too. We don't necessarily have to use that cargo ship over here. We could just build our own. We just have to have the components for it. We can build it right off of this, set it up. And now we have an ice location that will also allow us to be able to harvest ice as well, which is kind of really cool and a little bit important. You know, kind of need the fuel. So I'm just kind of looking around real quick here. We're going to definitely need to extend out this platform, and I have an idea on that, guys. I want to extend it out, but when I extend it out, I want to also place a row of these algae farms on here, and then run a piping straight in there. I also want to take these here. So that's what I'm kind of thinking, guys. Also this episode, I would like to get that the weapon system that's up on the back wall here, and I want to get that extended up to the end on this, and I also want to get this satellite dish moved up, like a lot up, like way up here is where I'm thinking, like maybe run it off the side here. I think it would look really cool if it was positioned right here to angle out, and get full range on that side. I think that'd really be good. So let's get started, guys. We got to get started with this stuff. So first step here is we need to get this platform set up, because I want to build that other ship on here. I thought about tearing down that ship, but the more I think about it every second, the more I think that that might not be such a good idea. Let's see. We're gonna need a lot more steel than that. Oh no, no, no! Are you kidding me? Oh man. Is this really, like, I can't tell if it's doing what it needs to do or not. So we're gonna keep trying to see if it'll do it, guys. But I think it is. Okay, good. That was trippy when it did that. Hey, thanks for joining. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get this going here. Get that. Okay, we need a little bit more than that, that's for sure. Wow, that, oh! And then we are on hold there that way. Okay, well, daggone it. Okay, what do we got that we can break down in the disassembly section? Oh. Okay. Nothing really. Ha! Well, we could break down these pipes. That would work. So let's go to production. We'll go to our basic assembler, which will be our disassembler. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 70. And this should give us... yeah. I think it's become a bit harder. So let's just let that do its thing. Alright, well, if that's how this is going to go down, then I guess that's just what we got to deal with. Huh. Well, that's sad. Okay. Sad, 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 but it is what it is, right? Alright, so I think when we put this, we want to have this out so it's all the way out to here. But before we get started on that, let's see about this. Yeah, see, here we go. We got this up here for coverage on that end. Alright, so we're gonna take this right now. Alright, so that goes up here. I mean, I figure we might as well get this thing up here and set up and loaded. Alright, let's go ahead and get that in there. And then we're gonna reduce it to 570 meters. It can target whatever it likes. However, I want it to default to weapons when it fires on things. Alright, and then down we go. And not so that we crash. Alright, let's jump down here. And let's, I think that's done enough, so we'll turn that back on. Yeah, there's 84 iron, so that's, yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, cool. Alright, we'll let that do its thing. And even though I do like how this cockpit is here, I feel like it needs to be a bit bigger. But I haven't figured out exactly how much bigger, but I think it needs to be a bit bigger. But anyway. Okay, so from here, I think putting it right over here would be really good. I thought about putting it up higher, but I think putting the antenna over here is going to make a difference. So let's go ahead and actually, you know what might be better? It might look better if we do like the I-beam thing. I think that might look cooler. Give it more of an industrial structure look. Go out to here. We just might as well just take it straight out like that. And then we go like this up here. Do that like that. And then, actually, you know what we might do? Instead of doing that like that, we could just run a beam block end out to here. That sets the dish, but it's still not right where I want it. Like, I want it back some, so I think this might actually be a better spot to put the end block right here. And then do the angle block on top of it. Yeah, I like this better. I think it's going to look so much nicer too. Yeah, I like that. And then we can put the dish right on the actual beam there, and I think that's gonna pull it up, get it out of the way, so we don't actually accidentally hit it, because that would suck. That would be a very bad day. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, construction comps. I was gonna say. I'm like, oh, okay, so why are you not cooperating? And then I realized, well, you're not cooperating because it's not the right component. Okay. Now let's try it again. So just right like that. That actually works. And it's just barely close to it, too. Oh, I like this. This is really good, actually. Yeah. I like it a lot. Okay, let's go to the, let's go down here. I want to get this color scheme here. And I want to do the conduits in this. So there was a pipe conduit. I saw it. It was back here in decoration, I think. Yeah.
Energy low.
And then this. We'll just put that there. And that there. Alright, cool. Alright, now let's zip down here. Grab that. Zip up here, put that on there. We'll need some more girders, but that's fine. I like the, I like that. That was pretty cool, but I like this idea better. Alright, now we're going to zip up here. Alright, there's that. Alright, and still got some components there to work with.
Energy critical.
I really like this I-beam stuff, so that's what we're definitely going to stick with. I don't know, I just think I think it gives it more character as far as making it look a lot better. Yeah, see, that looks so much better. Alright, now that's going to change. And that is going to be a vertical pipe.
No energy.
Ah! Get back here. Gotta get back here and get some energy, guys. Get a little bit of air. And we'll continue with the whole moving process of all this stuff. Getting it all set up on here. Okay, we got the wire in place. Alright. We have this break here in the lighting, which we're going to need to fix. But we do have that weapon system in place. Then let's jump down here and see where we're at on the steel plate for this. Okay, we're only at 133. So you know what this means, guys? We're going to need to make a resource run, and that's how that goes. Yeah, we don't really have anything we can break down for that, so we're going to need to get some iron. You know, the more I think about it, guys, the more I keep thinking we need to tear this ship up. I don't want to have to do it, but every second I keep doing this, it just keeps making me think of that. Yeah, we got a cargo container. Another cargo container. We got this. That's okay. There's our hydrogen tank. Well, here's the thing. We do have that tank, those two containers, and we could center line this here. It's gonna be boxy if we use this one though, but I think it would work. But here's the challenge we're running into here, is the fact that this is up against the connector here, but there's batteries over here. It's kind of offset. Kind of really, really offset. But it's definitely... Yeah, we could take this stuff off right here, and that would work, but we would need to shorten this out. Probably shorten it, center line it, pull that stuff out there. We can leave that in place, but we definitely need more. Well, we definitely have enough hydrogen there. We could leave that on there, but well, this could work. I mean, it could be done. I mean, it is possible. I don't know that we could leave that like that, but we could do it. Okay, you... Yeah, see, there's a battery right there, isn't it? Yeah. I don't like leaving my batteries unprotected if I have the option to leave it, so... Actually, you know what we'll do? No. Now we can put our stuffed Space Engineer plushie, which we have not colored. All right. Okay, now that that's down to there, I still don't know if this cockpit's gonna work. I'm feeling like I need to take this cockpit off, and I feel like I need to change it up. So that's what we're gonna do, guys. Wow. Battery's kind of low. Go figure. Okay, so here's what I propose that we are going to do to this vehicle, which I don't believe, we did name this, did we? Nope, we did not. It's still small grid. Well, that's fine, because we never actually did anything with it, so. Alright, so here's the plan. This is going to get rotated and put in there. Okay, that flushes out those two. Those two are flushed out. So, what that means is oh man, little guy, you gotta go. Okay, so what this means is we're gonna take this, there, and there, and we're gonna run this. And then right here, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put one of my favorites, just like we did with the previous one. I'm gonna go with a industrial cockpit. And that should center us on the ship here, even. And we're gonna need a few components to get that going. Oh, that's right, we took everything out of there. Alright. So to set this up, we're going to need displays, motors, tubes, construction components, basically a crapshoot of everything. So we're going to go over here. Actually, before we do that, let's get something in place here because we're going to do some mining. I mean, the worst thing is the same thing that happened to the motorcycle happens to us. We accidentally end up getting eaten by Charybdis. You know, that's the worst. The worst case scenario. You know, that's what you consider worst case. I'm thinking you're doing okay, because if your worst case scenario is that you're going to get eaten by a black hole, then I'm inclined to feel like you might be doing okay, you know? Alright, so we got our drill heads. Alright, maybe this will work. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We do need to get a light put in here too. So that's going to go right here. And we'll put another light, oops, right here. And then we have a beacon that needs to be placed. So why don't we do... We'll do the round beacon and have it stick up right here. Okay, and then we have the weapons. And the weapon can go down below. Actually, I like that right there. And while we're down here, we can also set up, because we did grind away one of these. We'll put that, should be going right there. Alright, good to go that way. I don't think it's half bad, really. Yeah, I don't find it half bad, but we do need to deal with the power situation though too. That's actually just not too shabby, honestly.
Energy low.
Oh, shut up, suit lady. You're a buzzkill, suit lady. That's what you are. You're a buzzkill. Grab that, that, and that. Oh yeah, let's grab 100 of those. Alright, back we go. there's no irony lost on that one. Because I noticed. Alright. Okay. And I want to see how much is in there. Oh, that's 80%. That's not bad at all. Alright, good. Now we need some pipes. This is why I didn't want to break down all of them. We might need some. Alright, interior plates. I'm pretty sure I saw those in here, so let's take a look. Yep, I sure did, but only 9. Ouch. Do we have more anywhere else? Nope, just the 9. Okay. Alright then. If it's just 9, then that's what we'll deal with. Huh. That's interesting. Alright. So this is now a digger. So we're going to test. Alright, let's get these grinders set up. Or drill, I mean. Oh, that was dumb. Oh, it's not so bad. Alright, cool. We're at 81% right now. Whoa. Alright, let's find the ice. That is, as you notice, I turned off a bunch of stuff. Ice would be good. Second is iron. Alright. Beacon, okay, iron 7. Ice is 20. Alright, let's go get some ice. Now the good news is we can park our ship over there after we get the ice, and it will essentially refuel itself, which is nice once we put ice in it. So we'll get that, we'll load it up with as much ice as we can. But I think we're going to skim a little rock while we do that. Of course, who knows? The way things go, Charybdis could snatch our ship right out from underneath us, but hopefully not. Yeah. We seem to be getting some more distance between us and the singularity. The singularity is 326,000 or 27,000 miles away. That's a pretty fair distance, honestly. Alright, looks like well, we're doing pretty good. Alright, we're coming up on the ice. Well, that was actually pretty fast. I have to say, that was nice. Only burned 10% of our fuel getting here. Oh, come on. Alright, let's get over here and see this ice. Get it, I want to get a load up on it. And like I said, we'll skim off a little bit of that regolith or rock to be able to give a little bit of good cook, you know? Oh, wait a minute. We'll see how it goes. Alright, let's see here. Okay, we're going to do drill again, but this time we're going to do terrain clearing because I want to get this Alright, cool, here we go, guys. I don't know why I thought this was inside. Yeah. Perfect. Rotating. I see how we're doing here. We're definitely getting load ups. Okay guys, we're getting a lot of ice here. This is good. Wow, she is sluggish. She's moving like a pig. Okay. Okay, now we're getting a lot more with that left grinder. Let's take a look and see where we're at. I hate to say it, but I think we're full up. Alright. Okay, coming about. And back to the memorial we go. Alright, why am I not seeing where I'm looking for here? Oh, because I'm not quite there yet. Alright, yeah, that works, I guess, doesn't it? Alright. That's why we need that platform done. Because once we land on that, then we can transfer all the materials directly into the ship. Probably a good idea to make the ship longer, though. I don't know, though. I'm tempted to leave it the way it is, make it kind of chunky and blocky like that on purpose and have this be exterior, but I don't know. The thoughts cross my mind, maybe do something else. I don't know. If you guys got ideas, leave comments. Okay? I always read them, and I always reply to them. Alright, now the tricky part. Like, always going down with these guys. Alright, we're burning through all kinds of fuel here. Alright, we're coming down. Okay, we're coming about slowly. I gotta be mindful of the direction of the gravity. Oh man, we are really running low on hydrogen. Oh gosh. This isn't good. Okay, maybe this ship is not such a good idea for this. Okay, we're coming up on it. We got to be really careful, guys. I'm really focusing on this because it's really tough. It's tricky because we're dealing with a lot of mass here. It's a 130,000 kilogram ship here with this full load, but yet we're looking at trying to deal with this gravity well too. Oh wait, want to go down? Alright, oh crap, okay. Okay, we've got a problem, guys. Okay, we're gonna have to do an emergency landing. We're down to 23% fuel. I'm gonna take this easy. Dang it, we shouldn't have had the, Okay, I see a flaw in our design right away. The flaw is that we have to level out in the, in Charybdis's gravity. Did I? Wait, is my H2O2 generator on? It is. Okay, wow. %. 17%. Okay. We're right above the rock. %. Alright, so what we're gonna do, as much as I really don't want to have to, 14%. We won't. I don't know if I feel comfortable. We're in the danger zone as far as as far as the fuel's concerned. I feel like we're in the danger zone. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking, guys. I'm thinking, I'm curious to see. Alright. Okay, so here's the plan. We're gonna sit here with this, in this location. And we're gonna let the, do we have a hydrogen engine? We do not have a hydrogen engine. Oh, that's not good. Oh man, that is not good. We have no way of generating power. How did I not have... Oh my gosh. No hydrogen engine. Oh my goodness. How much do we got? This is, thank you. I'm back now. Looks like there was an accident outside, so yeah, had to find out what's going on with that. People, I tell you, you got to be careful out there, guys. That's all there is. You just got to be careful. All right, so it looks like depleted in 2 hours. So at least we've got a little bit of energy on that. Let's take a look at our tank filling. How is it? Is it filling okay? Let's see. We've got a small hydrogen tank. That one's full. Oh, let's take you off a stockpile. Alright, that's still not going to be helpful, but... Okay, it is filling. So I guess we're just gonna have to sit here, guys, for a little bit and let it fill up just a touch. The it looks like the amount of power burned, how much fuel burned on those thrusters is quite a bit. So so it's basically, well, let's see, what are we looking at here? Basically 4 and 4. I'm trying to figure this out. So yeah, basically 4, 8, 12, and then that's okay. So 12 just for the heavy ones. We're already up at 16% now. So we're going to let that charge up for a little bit. While we're doing that, while we're waiting on that, we're going to make use of this. We're going to come in here. And why not? Oh, wow. Okay. We'll grab that. We're going to make some runs between here and the base. I mean, we're going to be useful. All right. We're going to jump back in here. We're going to drop these in here. Yeah. Cool. All right. Because here's the thing, as we grab these things off of here, it's going to lighten the load for us, so that's okay. Actually, you know what we're going to do? I think, didn't I have a door open on here? No, probably didn't. They're going to empty out of the drills anyway, so we might as well grab that. See? Just pull. It actually wasn't a bad thing, because we're able to basically... We're actually going to be, oh, this is going to fill the tanks in the base, probably at the same time as the other, but that's okay. It all has to be filled. And actually, you know what we could do? In theory, we could probably just take this landing platform off of here, but... Ow! Smack myself, why don't I? It does burn so much fuel, though. With that heavy load, I just don't know if it's... I'm thinking about the, you know, the reasonable economy of taking this ship and using it as a mining ship. As it does that, I may have to put, like, additional hydrogen... yeah, we may have to put additional hydrogen tanks on there just so it has enough of legs to get where we need to go. It's not refilling. Drills are empty, that's why. And where are we at now? 19. Yeah, we're burning. Let's see. Alright, so it's losing fuel faster than it's refilling it. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and shut it down. Leave it there. Yeah, that's gonna be the best bet for now. Until we get another hydrogen tank on it. We're gonna need to do that. I think what I might do is take the rear cargo pod off and put an additional lab hydrogen tank in there. That way we get additional fuel. That way we don't have to feel like we're having issues with that. So and let's go ahead and see wow, that's not a lot. Let's see, did it bump a few in a different place? I'm trying to see here. I know we got 21 there. No, that's literally all we got is 21. Wow. That's so underwhelming. I'm literally not impressed with that at all. Halfway there. Wow. But here's the deal. If we can get down... But here's the trick. We got to come down and slide in here. That is the trick. We're going to give it a shot, guys. Even if we got to bring it in. And we're going to try it. Coming in. Good deal. Okay. Alright, let's get that. It looks like I've noticed that there is a hydrogen thruster that is not on our shuttle thruster. So let's find it and add it to it. There you are. Backward thruster. You are not where you're supposed to be. Yeah, we're not exactly where we want to be, but hey, we are close. Okay, that makes me feel better because now we have access to things that, you know. Alright, so. Honestly, you know what? We're going to leave that in there. We're just going to pull out the stone because, honestly, we don't need to worry about anything else but the stone right now. And I don't think the stone is going to do the trick we want it to do. So I think we might have to go and just get a load of, you know what? I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Okay, where's our closest iron at? Okay, we lit them up. There's 1-7. Yeah, let's go to this rock right here. It's only 7 clicks out. We'll zip out here, grab a full load of iron, and come back. I mean, this is actually probably a lot more economical in this time frame, just because, you know, it's great to get that in there and grind it up. But the problem is that we're running into is the fuel expense. I mean, it's just really huge. We've ran into this before, but you know, we're just trying to do the best we can. You know, that's all you can do, really, right? Just do the best you can and try to accomplish this. But we did get a little bit done on this episode, that's for sure. I'm pleased with the ship the way it is, although I feel like it needs additional... Okay. I feel like it needs additional... Okay, why are you... It needs additional fuel capacity. Like, seriously. Alright, I feel like you're on this side over here. Where are you? I have to have an access point. I know there's an access point. Alright, well, maybe not. Looking for the metal, looking for the metal. Where are you, metal? Okay, let's get some iron. Yeah, this wouldn't be a very good one to try to get with the drill unless we actually like took the turret off and made a boring drill out of it, which we could do. Actually, that's probably not bad. Maybe that's what we'll do, is we'll take the turret off, and then that way we can just drill right through stuff. That would actually make a lot of sense. Excuse me, I'll take those. Thank you very much.
Inventory full.
Alright, full inventory. That's just what we like. Out we go. Big giant hole in the rock. That's okay. Yeah, if I let go, we're definitely not going that direction. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's a... Yeah, it's another one we can go to, too. We should also name the beacon for the base, too. Charybdis Research Base. Or maybe... Well, we could call it Alpha Base, Alpha Research Base, since this is the first one. Alright, now we can get the iron done that we want. Alright, let's find that industrial assembler, and you've got another 79. Alright, whatever, industrial assembler, you're annoying. Almost. We need 100 more steel plates. Then we can get this set up. Should be cranking them out a little bit better now. Yeah, there we are. Closer. Okay. I'll take it. Oh, come on. Okay, this should do it. Perfect. Okay. So now this is in place. We can hop this one over if we want. But I'm not moving it over until... Oh. Where are we at on the hydrogen tank? Oh, nuts. We have an hour's worth of power on the battery. Aha! Okay. Well, you know what we're gonna do? Okay, what we're going to do is we are going to lock the landing gear, but not the connector. And I'm thinking that I'm going to hold out as long as I can, because even if the power goes out and the battery is dead, we can connect the connector via the ship. That's what I'm thinking. Now the other thing I want to do is I want to get this cockpit set up, whether it's going to be the cockpit or not, in this location, because I feel like I need to have a place where I can get in there and do stuff. So let's get in there and do stuff. Alright, cool. And then we're going to do this. And this. And this. And what that's going to do is give me a place to go with air. There, see, look, air, charge, everything. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, cool. Well, that accomplished quite a bit. Okay, we don't have any of the other stuff we need for that. Oh yeah, we have a battery bank there. And we have a battery bank here, which is cool. But I'm thinking put this battery bank over here, but I don't know. Actually, that might be a good place. Yeah, battery bank on both sides. No, better keep it over here. Cool. Alright, so there we go, guys. We got that set up. Alright, and it's going to keep doing whatever it's doing. Let's see here. And more interior plates for you. Alright, so we're going to go through our components here and start putting together some stuff here. The just in case club, that's what these are. We can always move them, but just in case. Alright, let's drop that in there. What's that? Oh, those are propulsion sets. Machinery, don't need that. Okay. See what else we got in here that we might need. Grab that and that. Oh yeah, let's go down here and get more steel plate. There is another couple more things I wanted to figure out a plan for. Okay, so we're going to need a jump drive. Where are we going to put a jump drive? That is the magical question. Okay, if that aft portion back here... Now we could do a jump drive, but if we do that, we'll have to put it on like one of these sides maybe. But then that gets in the way of the landing gear if we put... Well, actually we could put it here. Put the other one here, and then we could run from this. Oh, I got an idea, guys. We could actually put batteries and reactors back here to charge the... Yeah, here we go. We're gonna need a lot of components to do this, but I'm thinking if we do this right, this could work out really well. So where is my interior plates? I don't have any. Alright, back down to the industrial assembler, and okay, good. So what I'm thinking is we're going to need jump drives, and given the mass of our ship, 2 jump drives probably isn't a bad idea, but it's going to mean a lot. And I mean a ton of components. Access to those jump drives is going to have to be through external hatches because we don't have a walkway back here, which I usually like to have some sort of access point. Oh, wait. You know what we could do to get access to it? Oh, I have an idea. And it's a tricky idea. But if we run Willis tubes across somehow or down, that would be the way to do it. But anyway, so what I'm thinking, we're going to need thrusters on this thing, and we're going to have some hydrogen thrusters going down. So probably going to want a hydrogen thruster going down here. I'm thinking now, I'm thinking like right there, like that, as one of our down thrusters. And then we have a series of small ones up here somewhere. We'll have to put, like, you know, vents on the side. But I'm thinking like that would be a good down thruster. But it's going to cook whatever we're on. But we're also going to need some forward thrust. And that is going to be here. I'm thinking like right about here. May have to move the landing gear to here instead. Well, because we're going to want to set this up. Because I'm thinking we're going to put the alright, let's see here. I want to get the 1, 2, okay. 1, 2, like that. And then one, two. So that's, I'm thinking, our 2 thrusters there. And then I'm thinking if those 2 thrusters are like that, then we'll have this area in here that we could do stuff with. I'm thinking batteries right across here on both sides. And then we do need, well, we could do the batteries in there, but I'm also thinking this would be a good spot for a jump drive. Right here. I don't know if one's going to be enough. That's the trick. Well, we don't have the technology for it anyway at this point. So, yeah, I guess we need to do something else. What do we need to have a jump drive? It's high tech. Okay, jump drives require us to have a gravity thing. Okay. No problem. We've been kind of spoiled by not having one, but we'll get one in here. Okay. If I remember correctly, it's a 3x3x2. So while we are waiting for that technology to go, all you guys know that I like to use those hazard stripes to be able to kind of hold off on stuff. So Now, the trick with this, though, is it's going to be kind of exposed back here. But we can block it off, make a little raised area on it, protect it that way. So I'm thinking put that there. And then on this side here, like right here, we could run, we have a conveyor line coming out on the side here. And then we have this right here. So so what I'm thinking is a reactor on either side. We want to bury it, so I'm thinking like, can we get a reactor set up? Can. Okay. We're going to keep it yellow, but I'm thinking a reactor right here. And then another one. Actually, you know what? Let's do them like this. Let's face them this way. We might put something that, if we do that, we might do something in a way that we could be able to see them. So, alright, cool. So that gives us a reactor. And then as redundancy, and we'll actually keep that yellow too. It might be kind of cool. Alright, cool. So we got those in place like that. And then batteries, I think to offset the weight, we might put the batteries forward of us here. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But that's what I'm thinking with our thrusters. We got our forward thrust. We got our down thrust. We'll have some more down thrust. But I don't know if that's enough power. Enough fuel. It might be. But then again, it might not be. So, what I'm thinking, guys, we get a couple more hydrogen tanks on this thing. I mean, we load this up. You know, we don't have the, you know, so, hydrogen tank. And we throw a hydrogen tank there. And then there's always a hydrogen engine as a possible power source for regenerative capabilities, which is kind of why I was thinking of leaving this open, because we could put a hydrogen engine there that'll feed off of that. So for now, let's go ahead and do that. That way we've got, I like having multiple power sources just because it's nice if you are, you know, kind of having a situation where you need to have that extra power, but your primary's down. And that is our, yeah, so. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to go ahead and uh-oh. Food, 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 food. Need food. Wait, do I have food? I do have food. Ah, eat that. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Don't do that to me, guys. It's not funny. Let's see if there's any food in here, guys. Something better than... Aha! Banana beef. Yeah, let's eat some banana beef. Can't consume more... Okay, guys. Well, I think this was a good episode, and we got a lot set up on this. Definitely, we're going to definitely be wrapping this up here in just a second. So what we're going to do before we wrap this episode up is we're going to grab these materials and we're going to go do some, you know, welding. before we do that, you've got to be welded. And we need pipes. So, back to here we go. Let's see about getting some pipes. Really? No pipes? Seriously? Okay, get these pipes. We're going to weld up that. We're going to put the other thing back, and then basically going to go through and... Alright, let's put that back again. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's grab some more materials real quick. We're just going to keep going through here, doing some work with that. Oh yeah, that's right. Gravity. We need a gravity generator. Well, would actually probably be a very good spot for one. That'd be actually, that's actually a cool spot. We're gonna put it here. I know it seems kind of weird because it's not my usual spot, but that's okay. Alright, cool. So now, let's see here. Before we do that, let's go back out here. And reactor. Boy, we are literally toast on that part, aren't we? Almost. Alright, let's go over here, get some more material. We're just kind of going through here. I always like when I end the episode to do a real quick run through here with all our components to see what, if anything, I can do. Alright, let's go down here. Okay, cool. Okay, we're gonna run down here, hit that, that. Okay. Give that a computer. That gets a computer. That gets a computer. Okay. Alright. Those go away. I have power cells, so we're gonna use those to get the batteries up. Yep, 19, there we go. How many does it take to put one of these? Oh wow, 40. Alright, not enough. I'm not gonna waste it by putting them in there. Alright guys, that looks like that's gonna be a wrap for this episode. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the cockpit of the new ship, because we have one now. And this is where we're going to end the episode, hanging out and getting some rest in this cockpit. Because this character, well, you know, we just spend a lot of time sleeping in cockpits. It'll be nice to actually have a good bed to sleep in, but not for a while. At least hasn't been one for the last 14 days. So anyway, hopefully on day 15 we can get this done and get a bet on this thing. Who knows? We'll have to see how it goes. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next time on Space Engineers Interstellar Research Acquisitions. Bye. Thanks.